Hi guys, welcome to Anything is Possible. That light in the background is Kevin. He's heading out to a creek. I got another light I gotta set up yet. We're down here, Kohler Park. This was about an hour drive for us in traffic. I'm not sure if there's carp in here, but I know they're in the lake where Kev's going. So we're gonna be fishing over here for channel cats, bass, sunfish, and whatever else wants to bite. Bud Files, welcome in. Let me get the lines in the water because right now you're just staring at rods that aren't in the water. Hook said, Sam, you made it, buddy. Welcome in, guys. Try not to blind you. Fishing with some pack bait, some corn, and some night crawlers. I'm kind of doing a combo tonight, catching whatever we can catch. I'll get the lights sorted out a little bit more once I get everything out there. I'll probably take my headlight off and put it right on the rod so you can see everything. I'm gonna keep yelling. You guys have seen our pack baits before. We got the same old pack bait that we always use, and we've got the fake corn that floats. All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Who's all in here? We got 8 people in here already. Mom and sons, welcome in. Shark member, Stuart, Shark member, welcome in. Holy cow, who's throwing money around already? $10. Let me figure out what's going on in here. Chad, good to see you, President Chad. Russian Wind, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh, that's Tammy up to her old games there. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's Tammy with the bait fund. Now I can buy new bait. That's literally like 2-day-old bait, by the way. But we got some good worms. We did buy new worms. Thank you, thank you. Terry B is here. Fishing in the dark. Tell me you guys know the song I was thinking about when I called it Fishing in the Dark. I'm going backwards, by the way. Pre-retirement days, welcome in. Comfort Foods and more, good to see you again. Bud Files, I think I said hi to you already, but another Shark member and huge supporter. Appreciate y'all. We're at a park that's about an hour drive from us. It's kind of got a lot of weird species, and I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I might move over to where, I don't know if you can see Kev over there, but we may move over there. There's some huge koi in that creek. And I've always been told they're in the lake, yet I've never seen them in this lake. I know there's channels in here, and they will eat this pack bait. That's another reason I like this pack bait recipe, is I catch as many channel cats as I do any other, carp or koi. So hopefully we don't get kicked out of this park. It's got a light behind us, so it seems like you're allowed to be here, but we shall see. We're right next to a police station, so we're going to find out in a hurry. But I think, let me try moving over a little. I'm going to move this camera around. I want to get it closer to the rods if I can. I might not be able to. Let's see. That's pretty good, right? I'll put this. How's that look? That looks pretty good. I forgot I had the old rod that doesn't have, or the new rod that doesn't have all the tape on it yet, but you can still see it. Let's just hope the battery light holds out. I figure we give it a half an hour to 40 minutes in this spot, and then we'll move around. D-Ren, welcome in. Good to see you there. Thanks for visiting. You're familiar. I've seen you somewhere, maybe over at Stewart's, but welcome in. Glad to see you. Nolan, Mission Discover. Oh, there you go, sent by Stewart. I knew it. Thank you, thank you. Mission Discover, what's going on, buddy? I don't even know why I'm fishing for channel cats. Not even in the contest yet, but I just look. Kev's on something over there. He's yelling in the woods. We might be running in a second, guys. Kev's got something. Or he fell in the water. Kev's got something in the dark. Nice, nice. A little saving some old lures. Nice. Gonna watch these rods closely. They're gonna have to prove to me that I should stay here tonight. I'm not gonna be waiting. We always catch the channels on the back side of this lake. Here comes the light. Let's see if he got it. What do you got? Yes, he got a sucker fish. That's what we need for bait. Yes. He went to the creek to catch suckers for the muskie we're hoping to catch. I got a bucket right here. Let me get the aerator in it. Get this started. Yeah, that's a big one.
You'll do, right?
Yeah. Show him off and then get him in the bucket, okay? Let me get the light on him. Hold him up here. Turn your light off. It's up here. You got to bring it higher. The fish. Okay. All right, get him in that bucket. We can show him off later. Yes! You fight good? What'd I tell you? Nighttime, baby. Nighttime for suckers.
There's 3 carp back there.
Yeah.
So many carp, so many suckers.
All right, I said 30 minutes. If I don't catch nothing, we're going there, okay? So, 20 minutes.
Crappie, sunfish, everything's in
Kill
there.
your light if you're in front of the camera so we can see. Gotta learn how to turn that thing off. There's Kevin. Say hi. We got 7 people in here. Tammy gave us $10 for the bait fund already.
If I catch another one, where we keep him?
Maybe, yeah. Why not?
Yes, that's good bait.
Yeah, should have put a little bit more water in there, but that's all right.
You want to dump this bucket out, fill it with
No. Make it work. Let's get this adjusted. Yeah, everyone says good job. Fish
He
magnet.
was barely hooked, so I'm like, I lose this fish that the muskie basically just lost.
I told everyone, I said, he's got something on. He's got something on.
If he doesn't die, he'll be great bait.
Yeah. I don't think he'll die. If he dies, we'll cut him up for catfish bait.
Exactly.
Let me go shut the car door. I'll be right back, guys.
Whew. Just put my bait right in front of him. He was behind a log. He just ate it. Guy, I just showed you. Let's give you so swallow him down.
That muskie hole.
Are
It's one of their
did the
favorite
rigs come
foods.
yet? Did the rigs come yet? For the muskie? The rigs?
Nope.
If they don't come by Friday.
Well, I'm going to re-rig the heavier reel.
Mhm.
I'm going to rig that with 30-pound mono for
Bigger.
first of all.
Heavier test.
Yeah, and I think I've got some leader somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't have.
And if we don't have that much, just go to the store and we'll grab like leaders. Because
Yeah.
we can make it at home. We know how to make
Yeah.
stuff.
We got everything. We'll find it. Way to go, kiddo. Says Russian Wind Mountain.
Thank you. Well, that's a.
Russian Wind Mountain is another member. I don't know if I called you guys out. I apologize if I missed you. Wendy Jane is a shark. Appreciate you guys. Russian Wind
crawl
is
down
a
there.
chub, I believe. Almost like the chub we caught, but we caught a similar fish. Sucker fish.
I ran down there. He was barely hooked, so I'm like, I'm gonna lose him. And then I had to like get my hand down. And, like I had to wrap my leg around a root and grab him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You want to look in the car to see if you have anything that'll hold water? You can put more water in there. I mean, that's a lot, but I'd rather have even more. Take care of our fish. Okay, let me get this adjusted a little bit more. All right, well, that started in like a big rush. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute. Dang, you're right, Stuart. You're right. You are right. But you know what? This is his bait now. That's what's going to, this is how he's going to sabotage me. Stewart's joking. Whoever took him out there, if somebody retracted his statement, he's joking. That's an inside joke.
All I have is this. It's the only thing I have. That good.
Put that back in. Don't worry about it then. Well, maybe. Just don't know what's in this.
I think we put in it was water.
you leave your rod over there?
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Shine your light in here. No, it's coffee.
It is. You're gonna rinse it out either way.
Just gonna give him a sucker fish. A little bit more water. We got an aerator on him so he can breathe. He's trying to get out. We need big baits. This muskie we're after is 55 inches about.
At least. I honestly think it's bigger than the one we caught.
It is. I hate to say it, but that muskie's bigger than the one we caught. We caught a giant.
Buddy,
Did you see him or you just had it out
I
there?
see. There's like 5 of them down there. I cast in all of them faces, all their faces, and then I recast. I started going in line, like I'll cast 1 all the way to 5. I casted on the first one. I jigged it right in front of him,
Yeah.
and then like it was under release, so I like moved it a little bit to act like a bug under there, and he went right for it.
Nice. No sabotaging allowed. That's
Those
what
fish don't count, right?
Stuart says. Don't sabotage me. Yeah, sucker fish don't count. J&J, welcome in, buddy.
I'm gonna go back over
Good to
by
see you. Oh, awesome. Nolan's got a video coming out. Sweet, sweet. Can't wait to see it. Oh, good. I thought Wendy locked you out, Stuart. Yeah, big fish energy. Let's go, Chad. Good to see you. 351. My other shark member. Welcome in, buddy. We're pumped tonight. We were supposed to fish this morning, but I couldn't get Kevin up. He was tired. So I let him go back to sleep. And then guess what? When I went to wake him up 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, I got yelled at. He was furious. He told me I should have thrown him on the floor to wake him up. Trying to keep my stuff together because I'm almost hoping I don't have a hit for the next 12 minutes because I want to move, but this is a nice spot to set up. Got the light behind me, so we'll see. We'll give it 12 more minutes and then we're going to move. We're going to stick to our game plan tonight. Hope everyone's doing good. We might be live in the morning, we might not sure yet. Definitely going to be fishing Saturday. I don't think we'll be live though because we don't want to blow our spot out, for one thing. Everyone and their uncle will be chasing this fish when they see it. Curbside Classics, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. There goes Kevin. That little light in the background is Kevin. Only know what he's up to back there. All good here. Kev already got a nice sucker fish in the bucket here, a big one too. And that was what he came here for. He wanted to catch a sucker fish. We're chasing this monster. You might have seen. You're going to see him up close tomorrow too. But we're on some muskie in the local area, which are, you know, to be honest with you, I think I've seen 5 muskie in person my whole life. They're just hard to find. Really hard to find. Like I said, I don't have any fly rod that can handle a muskie. I might be able to handle a muskie fly, but I can't handle catching one on the fly rod that I have. And that's when you're fishing like a throughway like that, like a bridge. Usually a muskie or a pike will just run straight down, but they don't there. They run back to the body of water. They will charge out of that little tunnel. So you need a good drag system ready to roll. You know, it's gonna be flying. So I'm more confident fighting that with the short catfish rod. Our first muskie that was like 48 inches that we landed, I used the 10-foot rod, but that's too big for underneath the bridge. And like we're going to be close to this fish when we hook it, so we want the drag system to work and not the rod, basically. That's the approach right now. And Tammy's generous donations already covered our bait costs for tonight. That's so awesome. So awesome. That helps so much, just, you know, get us out there. Not that we need to make money, but it sure helps when you're not losing money. You get up, it's cold and it's dark, you know. Easy not to go out. Yeah, that's right. When we hook it. It's gone down. You know, it's funny how we fish in spots where we know they're at, but that was the first time we went after a muskie since we caught the last one. Because like you don't just try to catch them on the edge. Like you have to go all in to catch a muskie. Like you're splashing baits out there that will scare every other fish away, you know? So confidence is huge. You have to say, I'm going to catch a muskie today. And you're still not going to catch one, but it's fun to try. What do we got? We got 7 minutes to before we move. I'm going to leave the fish over here. I'm not carrying this 5-gallon bucket. What do I need? I don't think it's cold enough for gloves. I don't think I need gloves. Mm-hmm. I'm going to run one thing to the car. I'll be right back, guys. You got to watch the rods for me. Tammy, watch the rods. If you're still in here, watch the rods. That's your job. I'll be right back. It's only a test, guys. Only a test. If this was an actual emergency, I'd be screaming. trying to figure out how I'm going to do this in one trip here. We're going to move towards the back of the lake. We've caught several channels there before. Hook set Sam, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Dinner time. We didn't even eat yet. We were so eager to get here to fish. We blew right by Wawa. We didn't wait for Kristen's dinner tonight. Get another one. Let's move. I try to move. That's like my new motto. I feel like I used to be too lazy. I gotta get up and move. Kev goes all over the place, and he's been out fishing me by doing that. So. As annoying as it is to move everything, I feel like it pays off more times than not. I gotta put this headlamp on. It's gonna go dark for a second. Okay, we got a bucket here. I need the hat. Bucket. Try to do this. We're traveling. Maybe. Somewhere out there in the dark is Kevin with one rod in his hand, and I have pretty much the whole tackle shop in my arms. Those bells, I hear Rudolph, Rantlers. I thought it'd be fun to like set up real close to the parking lot, but when they do that, all I think of is we're gonna get in trouble. I'd rather make the Rangers walk a little bit to kick us out. They're gonna have to get out of their warm truck and come and get us. Here comes Kev. Little elf himself over here. Little orange elf coming at us. I think I got. I'm gonna head back to the catfish spot unless you want to. Where were the carp?
Down there farther.
Do you think we should try them? Or?
Well, they mixed up here.
Okay. Let me. My lights are. We got the little creek over here. My lights are really bright. Let's have a gander.
I don't know what it is, but it might be illusion, but it kind of looks like there's a dead cow or something.
Back out.
From my view, it looks just like a dead cow.
Take me to this dead cow. Can't wait to see what the dead cow really is.
It's either a rock or a dead cow.
It's either a rock or a dead cow, guys.
When I looked at it, it looks like it has like a busted up mouth from what I saw.
It's pretty graphic and details. Your imagination. I think it's a dead cow with a busted up mouth or a rock.
Like that rock right there?
Okay, hold on, I have to put everything down. And then I'll need your help getting that up again. Is it in the water? What
No,
is it?
see it on the other side.
Oh, there's a light there. That's a log. Big dead tree log. Okay. All right.
Doesn't it look like a
Take me to
tower?
your fish. Let's see. Can you carry the something or other? Do you think it's worth me going for the cart? Can you get that stuff and I'll get the rods? Can you get the bucket or not?
I got it.
Thanks.
I can put some stuff in.
We will eventually. Were we going to go over here? Or you want to check the creek out first? Why don't we put the stuff down right here, okay?
Okay.
Sorry guys, a little indecision here. Let's go look at the creek. See if we can spot anything with our high beams. Do I have my high beams on? Yeah. Nothing here. There's some massive koi that live in this creek. Back up. Let's go look one more spot. If I don't see them, then we're going to set up on the backside of the lake where I know there's channels. It's just a matter of getting them to bite in the winter. Well, I think I'll let you do this. I'm going to set up. If you spot them, Kev, can you let me know?
Yeah.
Okay. If you spot the koi and 100% sure you spotted koi, I'll come over.
Okay.
All right, let's go get set up. Why work harder? You can work smarter. Let him do it. Okay, we're going to set up here. I'm going to put you guys down here. And we'll put the rods right in front of these trees. I think we will. Yeah, let me go get everything else. Sticks here. How's this looking? A little bit more of an angle here. Like that. And as soon as I get the baits in, I'm going to take my headlamp off. We got one worm in the far rod, and these 2 rods are going to be pack bait. Hope it stays on, guys. Hope it stays on. Nothing over there?
What?
There's nothing over there? Okay. How's that set up, guys? Tell me what you think. Can you see the poles all right? Hey, Squirrel Magnet. There's another PA. Squirrels from the same state I live in the U.S. Magnet fishing channel. Good dude, real good dude. There's Dwight. My minnow, what's going on, buddy? I posted up Dwight's layout today of his train. He told me there's trout in that layout of his. I was going to go down there and fish on his layout, see if I could find a brook trout. Got the bite alarm on the rod closest to us. You need something? I got worms on the bench.
Bobber.
Should be one in there.
Nope.
Well, there's definitely some in the car.
And I'm not walking back to.
You want me to look? I feel like there's no. There you go.
Is this about, would this work?
Yeah.
I I found one. One of those good sizers.
Trout ones?
Oh, there's... What was I looking at? There's like 4 in there.
I knew there was. That's why I was confused. I'm already hungry. I left your sucker fish down there. I wasn't going to carry that around.
What?
I'm not going to carry that 5-gallon bucket of water around with your fish in it all night.
5-gallon bucket filled with 10 gallons.
5-gallon bucket filled with 10 gallons of water? How's that work?
I don't know how it works. All I know is
Try not to shine the light out over the water. It'll scare the fishies. So I have it set up to the side. And make sure I have live chat, not top chat. Sorry if I missed anybody while we were moving all around here. Now we can have some fun. We got what we came for already. That's what we need. One good piece of bait. You can turn the light on. No, it's fine to cast, but then you're going to let it sit, right? Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the bobber. Got it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm out far, so. I saw some baby minnows right along the edges, so they're definitely still active. Hey, Joan, another shark. Welcome in. Are there piebald? That's my dream. I don't know. Hey, Wolf's Den, welcome in. Thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate it. I don't know if there's piebalds in here.
what's piebald?
It's like a discolored, or like a, I don't know if it's a true albino, but it's got like white splotches on the catfish. I think that's what they are. We actually raised up, remember our albino catfish?
Mm-hmm.
We had an albino catfish, channel cat, that we let go in the creek behind your house.
And then it swam away, and then the next day we saw someone caught it. Remember that video? Someone on a perky caught it?
Yeah, that wasn't the next day. That was like a year later. Somebody, I think it was the same, it had to be the same fish, caught it like
It was
5
bigger.
miles downriver. They're like, look how this thing got in here. I was like, that's our pet. They are rare.
She's like, and didn't they say like we don't have enough room for it? We are just gonna trash it.
Yeah, we got it from a local pet shop that was going to throw the thing out. They were cleaning out tanks, and I guess they rescued it off of somebody's pond or something. So I figured, you know what? It's in a pond out there. There's channel cats already in our creek. Well, guess what? There'll be an albino channel cat in the creek now. I wouldn't do that if it was a different species, but I know they're native there anyway. Yeah, I saw Danny got that one. He was all pumped up. I saw that video.
That channel?
A piebald. Yeah, he was all psyched. I didn't know he got 2, but that's cool. I don't catch as many channels as I'd like. I just get happy with a channel. See, we caught a lot more flatties than channels. Yeah, we got a pretty...
Different places.
Yep, you go wherever you want, bud. We got a pretty good video coming out tomorrow. I think you guys will like it.
Is it about the...
Yeah, it's the last weekend. It's week 1 of the Sunfish King tournament. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure I'd get excited too. I mean, it's dumb as catching like the stock trout are. I mean, people go crazy over the golden trout. I mean, I don't go too crazy, but you know, you still try for it because it's kind of cool to see the actual fish, and they're obvious where they are. So it's pretty cool to watch and try to trick them into biting. But some people go nuts over it, and I really don't care that much about it. But piebald, I'm sure, are a natural. I would imagine that's like a natural coloration. So that would be really cool. It's one of those things, you know, you put your time in, I guess, when you start catching some real rare things like that. Just like some of the video you're going to see tomorrow. You put enough time in, you see some crazy stuff out there. What fish is on the wanted list? Well, right now we're competing in the Sunfish King League. So we're looking for that. We're looking for sunfish like bluegill, pumpkin seed, all that stuff, red breast, rock bass. But also we are looking for what else is in there? The sweet carp. So that's the big fish for us that we can catch in that is carp, um, muskie, pike. We don't have any pike around, but we do have. Well, we don't really have muskie either, but we know where one is now. I mean, there's a few around, but there's not enough where you'd go and like try to catch one, unless you're crazy like us. You know, the creek by us, 30 miles long. There's a couple in there. Unless you see one, it's almost just a waste of time to try targeting them. A couple holes you can try and figure they might be in there, but carp is, what if we're gonna win the contest or do well in it, we're gonna have to tag carp 4 weeks in a row, decent ones. Nah, Sam, we just caught that. Kev caught that first sucker fish. That was it. We probably were moving the whole time. We really just set up. Um, we just set up maybe 5-10 minutes now. We were walking around looking in the creek for see if we could see anything, and then we settled over on the spot. We've caught a few channels here before, so we'll see. I mean, it's just below freezing. I think it's 31 degrees. It snowed a little bit all day, so everything's muddy today, melted, but it did stick for a little bit. So it's really messy and raw out here. The legend of the muskie. It truly is a legend around here. I can't tell you how many people like laughed laughed at us fishing for muskie. And what's funny is we go back to that spot now, there's a parking lot full of cars. They're all fishing for it now. Oh, Stuart, don't tell me that. Don't. I don't want to hear that. You know what's cool though is we saw a huge one, but Kev also saw a small one there. And I had a real tiny one chase my bait there one time. Like a lure came right into my feet, and I'm like, "What the heck's that?" And it was like 6 inch, little baby. So I know there's a decent population in there. Yeah, I know. I know. People, they'll see that in the stream and they'll jump on it. You know, it's funny though. Like if I really want to protect the place, you won't see it. You won't see it. The most times it's like I knew there was no way we were going to go back and like, what are you going to do? Catch another 50 incher? Like there was no desire. That was the goal. So you know, let other people have a shot at it then. But yeah, if there's a spot where I really want to keep secret, you just won't know about it. I wouldn't have blurted that spot out so much. I mean, it did 25 episodes there before we caught one. But I didn't really know if there was one in there or not. And we fished that one probably more times than we fished any of the other locations. Just because I had physically saw one there 35 years ago. And the local guy was like, well, if they're in there, this is probably where they'd be. So I just kept going back there. I'll tell you, we don't catch many channels in the winter. I see some of the guys on live all day long, and they seem like, I'm sure they're warmer climates, but they seem like they get them to bite all year long. And I'm really trying to learn how to get them in the wintertime. But I haven't had much luck. Everybody's got their secrets. I tried softer baits. I figured even with the pack bait might be good. Ah, Beastie Boys. I know what you're talking about. I've seen bass lure mounted with a broadhead for fishing lines. Yeah, yeah. Channels the only catfish that bite. Yeah, how about, I mean, we don't have blues here, but I think blues do too, don't they? I know the flatties shut off, but then I've met some local people that swear that you can catch them by jigging. That's what they told me. Jigging for them in the winter works. Hit them in the face, they'll chomp. I mean, I've got a perfect spot down in the city that I can drive right up to, put the rods in, put the camera on the dashboard, and sit in my heated car. If I think there's a chance of something's going to bite that, and I might be doing that this winter. And there's walleye just below there. I don't know if they come up over that dam or not. The river always, to me, kind of seems dead if the flatties aren't biting. I don't see anything else. Nolan hath returned. All right, we were just fooling around. We're gonna fish for real now. Nolan's back. Yo, Big Slim, another shark member. What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Kev caught the first fish in like 4 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Of course, away from the camera. Huge sucker fish. And we got him in the bucket. We're gonna keep him for musky bait. Got the aerator on him. Got to go home and figure out how we're going to keep them alive. I got the creek behind their house, so I might, we have like one of those big wire cages. I might put them in there. I think the snakes are gone. We lost a whole bunch of chubs one time. Water snake got into the cage and just killed everything. But I think it's warm or cold enough now that the snakes are gone. There you go, Sam. Yeah, get the job first. Get the job first. Yeah, suckerfish Pat. We do have an aquarium that could fit into. But this one's huge. We got a 65 gallon. It'll fit in there. The problem is getting them out when we want to go fishing Saturday morning. Oh, getting bumps in the middle rod. That's a good sign. There's life. It's a sign of life. I'm going to move that other light because what's going to happen is I'm going to hook up and I'm going to run over there and I'm going to be standing in front of that light and you won't be able to see. looks all right. I think that looks all right. Toloco. Welcome in, Toloco. Thanks for coming by. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. There's Stacy, Bank Fishing Adventures. Welcome in. Stuart, I would show you the sucker fish, but he's about 100 yards away. I couldn't carry him. I have him in a 5-gallon bucket filled up with the aerator on him. He's back around the 10-minute mark if you want to go back, and I'll show him when we get back to that side of the lake. We're hoping he stays alive. If he doesn't, we'll freeze him up and use him for catfish bait later. I think he should, though. I mean, it's cold, so that helps with the oxygen. And we got a 5-gallon bucket. We got the aerator running, so pretty good at keeping bait live. I just haven't used suckers too much before. Yeah, they do kind of look like a carp. Skinny carp. We had taps on that middle rod. Just a couple. I'd really like to catch that. I've caught one largemouth bass here, the same fish, like 3 times now. He's got a big deformed head. But he's a solid 2-pounder. He'd score nice for the contest. Let's see if he hits tonight. Plex, what is Plex? Yeah, it's not going to freeze fast. It's just at the freezing. It's just at the freezing level. We call them pleco. Well, we have plecos, but that's more like an armored catfish than these. I don't know. What's the coolest fish you ever caught? That's a good question for chat. I mean, the muskie was my favorite catch that we ever had, just because it was such an awesome moment, both of us. Beyond the Hook, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Carp fishing, cat fishing, apparently sucker fishing because we got a sucker fish. Whatever bites, bass. But yeah, I have to say the muskie, just because it was such a. I mean, honestly, like we tried so hard. It was such a mission of faith. I feel like it'd be like the same thing if Jesus came down and walked across the lake. I'd be equally astonished. Because there was a lot of times, there's that middle rod. Look at that. I'm not going to wait too much because these guys are cold. I don't think they're going to be biting hard. I'm not going to lie, there was a lot of moments where I was lying to Kevin to keep him going. Like, oh, I think I saw one over there. Because it is not easy to fish for muskie around here. Truly they say it's the fish of 10,000 casts, and somebody out in Michigan might laugh at you, but around here, that's the way it is, for sure. What's your coolest catch? Let me know what your coolest is. Hey, Stephen Merchant, thanks for coming in. It's a good little local spot. It's an hour drive for us with traffic, but it's one of the few parks I think we're allowed to fish at night, just because they have a couple lights, a bathroom, and I see people out here occasionally. Not in winter, but figured, you know what? I want a spot we can go to, and that have the species we're targeting for the Sunfish King tournament. So here we are. I forget who Missy's other half was. I know we were talking to Missy's other half. He's in one of her videos. I can't remember his name now. I'll get you all sorted out eventually. It takes me a while. foot-long bluegill on a jerk bait. That's awesome. On a jerk bait. That's amazing. Lyle got a nice palomino, one of her biggest golden trouts. I guess it's a golden trout, really, on a jerk bait once. That was a cool catch. That's a post I've never put out either, because at the time there was like five pallies in one hole, and we were trying to protect that hole. I think it was just us and Travis Yoder that knew they were there. Oh, fish. Did I miss the V8? V8's the other half. That's right. V8 velocity. All right. I got you. Sam. Okay, thank you. That's right. I've been watching a lot of BFA lately. He just got monetized, so I've been watching a lot of, and that's probably where I saw y'all. Coastal Water, welcome in. Good to see you there. We're staring at poles, apparently. Waiting for Kevin to run over with more fish. Stacy, do you use sucker fish for your cats down over your way? I would think that would be pretty good bait for a catfish. Chubs are our go-to. I really struggle getting them on the, once you freeze them, we usually use fresh, but like if we freeze fish, I feel like they just fly right off. They get all soft and mushy. This sucker fish is amazing, Stuart. You will not believe the sucker fish. I'm going to keep building. I'm going to build the myth of the sucker fish and then just not show it to you. Now that I said that, I'm nervous it's going to jump out of the bucket. I do have like a bag on top of it. I don't think they'll jump out. I'd be devastated. I don't want to move these rods. I'm going to move that little one. Yeah, let's move the little rod. Still got some algae on it. I guess there's still some green algae out there. See where this is going. Got the drag loose. I'll have to tighten that if we actually catch something on it. There we go. Rod chaos. Look at that. Love it. Got 15 awesome people in here. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, suckers are good bait. I figured they were. Chubs have been proven by best by science. That's right. Nolan broke that down on a video that we shot. Well, he shot while we were fishing together in Philly. Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty conclusive, at least in that body of water. I really think it changes everywhere. Each body is different. How many views do you think we'll get if I post a long form video next week? I think, um, I think videos, it's a lot of its algorithm. So first of all, don't even worry about what it gets because it's only partially it's only partially your video, not to be positive or negative. Um, I think the algorithm likes you posting consistently, which doesn't always work with our schedules. So I don't know. I'd have to look at what your other videos have done and when you post them. Um, but it seems like the first 3 days is the big push. Um, you know, let me know. I mean, what you need to do is you need to get folks that are like, your supporters. Try to get them involved. Maybe, have them share it out on different social media platforms and do it that way. Mackerel and sardines are a good bait for pike, so don't know why you wouldn't use them for muskies. Well, one reason because we don't have mackerel and sardines in over here in this area. How do you like that reason, Stuart? Chubs are one of my favorite baits for catfish on the river. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I don't. That's just my thought, Sam. I don't. I could be totally wrong. I mean, it's algorithms, right? So what works for one person's algorithm, there's. It's not like the only way to do it. So you're also better off waiting and doing it the right way and putting out quality too. I personally, I try to do quality, but I like to get them out timely, just because I lose track of stuff and I can't record. I can't keep all the data on some of my stuff, so I start losing things, and I like to have the actual experience in my short-term memory when I do the video, because I have a certain idea of what I want it to be. But that's just me. I mean, my videos I try to do so that when I'm old looking back, I can remember the trips with Kevin. And like some of them have a theme that was the actual theme for the trip. So I try to build it. I stay true to that. But that's what's cool about it. You do whatever you want, man. It's your art. Yeah, the lives definitely help. You know, if like the algorithms are going to serve it up to people or they're not going to serve it up to people. So a lot of it is, you know, is how that stuff works. Not like people are making the choice not to watch it. They're not even seeing it. That's, I guess, the best way to look at it. They're just not even seeing the option. It's sad. Skipjack, chicken, or shad for catfishing. Yeah, I know shad is dynamite in some spots. Not here, but I'll bet you just south of here, like New Jersey, we fished a couple spots that have shad. I'll bet you they devour them this time of year too. When the first cold weather hits, I think a lot of the shad there die off, and like a feeding frenzy goes on. I'm on about from a bait shop though. I'm ready, man. Bring that bear on, Chad. Gonna beat it up. Is it possible to get copyrighted from a from a screenshot? Cut bluegill, a lake up the mountains. That's the only thing we catch them on up there is cut bluegill. Yeah, video needs good title, tags, and the picture, man. That thumbnail's huge too. I've heard that YouTube is biased towards red, like seeing red. It's funny, like I'll look back and like I looked back at what our most popular videos, and three of them have big white wording across of it. And it's like not very appealing to the eye, but I literally only did that because the first one went to like 7,000 views. So I just keep doing it. And then the next one was like 4,000, and now we got one at 2,000 or something. All just white words across the scenery. Who knows? Keep it civil. Keep it simple. Too loco. Definitely true, but we have to keep it kid friendly here. Some of Kev's kids do. Some of Kev's friends do come in here and watch. So yeah, uh, don't take any offense to being having your comment deleted. But yeah, it sure does help. Oh Lord. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, we're gonna keep it PG in here. And I should say that more often. I forget to say that because the regular crew just knows. Yeah, that's the truth. His the idea of his comment was saying you can do all the hard work and try to do a post that's the or do a video that's really good, and then you go out and you see what actually is making it popular, like the ones that are like viral, and it'll just make your head shake. You're like, I'm trying so hard, and it's either just like it's clickbait's the best way to put it, just clickbait. But I wonder how much of that, like, I wonder how much of the clickbait actually like works out. Like, are they just viewing, opening it up, and closing it? Like, that you're getting. Are they monetized? And if you're monetized, are they staying long enough for that really to pay off? I'm sure it is. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Come on, fish. What do you think? Time to check that middle rod that got banged around? Banged around is really not the right word. It was barely touched. But what do you guys think? Think I should recheck, recast? I'm thinking of putting the pack bait on and putting a piece of worm on the actual hook. These are the two big rods have hair rigs on them, and I got fake corn on the hair rig, and I got pack bait for the method feeder. What if I put a worm on the actual hook? Some small channels in here, and we've caught them on worm before in here. Hey, Chad, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. It shared me out. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully, we get something going here. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the middle rod. I'll leave the other rod out, but I'm gonna bring that middle one in. I don't have my headlamp on so you guys can see better. I put the lights on the rods and a goose just crash landed out there. I don't know if you heard it, but it scared the crap out of me because I couldn't see it. I just heard it. Got a little bit of everything on it. I think it was Stacy's live, Bank Fishing Adventures, that said he was fishing one time and his buddy couldn't see where he casted and he ended up casting up on the bank. I just had that thought. I heard water, so it's in the water. No, I'm just tightening, adjusting. Just a test. Test of the emergency broadcast system. Hey, Stuart, thanks for sharing the links, buddy. Appreciate it. Hookset Sam, I know he fishes a lot with Dynamic Angler. I've seen Dynamic in here before. They live near each other, I believe. I would assume.
Does your things have worms on it?
Yeah, the one I just recasted the middle rod. It's got pack bait, fake corn, and a worm.
Is that the only one that has it?
Yeah. You want to throw a worm out? Oh, I've got worm on the little rod.
This one?
Yeah.
Nightcrawler?
Yep. I think a night crawler. Looked like a night crawler. I did have hits.
You did?
Yep. Yeah. I thought it was going to go. It looked like a channel bite. It was shaking, but it didn't go down. And it wasn't shaking enough for me to set the hook. Didn't we catch a big brown bullhead in here too?
Mm-hmm.
Like almost the same size as the small channel that we caught?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought we did.
Got this on.
What do you got there? Watch where you cast. Okay. Kev's gonna launch a worm out there. Yeah. Put that on the back of the bench if you want. Should have brought your glow in the dark football out here. We could have tossed it around. What do you want from Wawash? What are you gonna get? Should we get something for dinner there? You're blocking that light. They can't see the rods. No, your hands are right there. Out there, so it's not blocking as much light. It's just night geese. Yeah, I really want to catch some catfish this winter. I'm going to figure out how to catch channels in the winter. Through the ice. I want to ice fish. I want to catch at least one channel cat through the ice. And I want to catch at least and a carp. I want to catch a carp through the ice.
Tiny bass hook.
That's a perfect size hook right here. Put that in the bucket. What?
Should I put it on there?
Yeah, what you got on is fine.
The chummer?
Well, if you want to put that on, you can. But you don't really have a big enough bait. Well, I guess you can put a bunch of worms on it. Up to you. Kev came back. Found Kev. Boxcar Jerry, what's going on, buddy? I don't know why my chat wasn't updating. Hope I didn't miss everybody. It's not too cold out.
You said it was?
Boxcar Jerry did. Not when you got your clothes like this, Boxcar.
Do you have a knife or something?
What are you gonna do?
There's rope.
I got teeth. Give it to me.
Like rope?
Rope.
You can get rope?
Rope.
That's what I thought, yeah.
You ever hook yourself in the mouth? Yeah. How do you like those apples?
Not for
Knife. It's born with teeth. I don't need knife.
Everybody says, oh, use a knife. Like, Mom said once, why don't you use
Stuart, are you talking about Tuloco? Yeah, I think you can bring him back if you don't mind. I'm glad you blocked the comment, but it's my fault because I didn't. I need to make it more clear that it's kid friendly. And his comment was definitely not appropriate. For everybody watching, it wasn't really horrible, but it doesn't belong in the chat. There's a better way to say that. He probably just doesn't realize that we have as many kids in here as we do. A walking sleeping bag. It's true, man. You wear this thing, it's dangerous. You could lay down in the snowbank and just take a nap. Kev's wearing when I race bikes, the orange suit that Kev has is what I used to wear, like not racing bikes, but like when I weighed 124, I would walk around wearing that all winter. It doesn't fit me anymore, obviously.
In Alaska, you used to wear this.
A little bit, a little bit.
Mom said to me, you better put some extra layers on under it. I'm like, huh,
Nah,
yeah,
you'd be naked in that thing and be comfortable. You don't need much at all in there.
That's inappropriate.
That's a little inappropriate. Not really inappropriate.
That is a...
Just saying, like, you don't need any layers, like none.
But
That thing is
used a better
thick.
description.
All right, true.
Like you said that. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, my chat is definitely not updating. Everybody probably just fell asleep because we can't catch a fish. I can't catch a fish tonight. You caught.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hope that thing hasn't jumped out of the bucket. They do like to jump. Want to? They do jump. They go waterfalls, you know.
Exactly. That's why it's purpose.
Well, do you want to check? You want me to check?
I'll check.
Check.
Can you put worms on this?
Yep.
And put a weight on it and test it out?
Yeah, I can do that. When you go down there, get something out of the car, put something over top of it, at least part of it, you know.
Okay. Where goes the safety?
I've got Kev's rod, and I'm putting a bunch of night crawlers on that for him. Let's launch this thing. I can't fish worth a lick. Yo, Jeff Beal, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? Nep and Dread, good to see you in the chat. Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Stuart, don't feel bad, buddy. I told you that comment needed to be blocked. In a perfect world, I'd block that comment and be like, you know, rephrase that one different because it's a children's channel, you know, it's a children's friendly channel. We have all ages in here. I don't think he meant any harm by it at all, but it still needed to be blocked. Yes, Stuart, I've tapped the live button on the chat. I've tapped it. Sometimes it doesn't update, sometimes it does. Storage Bandits, welcome in, buddy. Some nights it's just weird. Tonight it's weird. Yeah, Storage Bandits. I was talking about that big rooster clock. That clock was awesome looking, man. Really awesome looking clock. I don't care if it worked or not. That thing was wild looking. Storage Bandits opens up like these. I believe what they do is they get like discounted or abandoned storage containers at these places, and they'll pay a certain amount of money, and then they get whatever's inside. So some pretty cool finds. Hey, there's Incredible Bulk. What's going on, buddy? Glad to see you're back from your trip. My first shark member right there. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope your winnings went through. I never fully trust PayPal and all those things. I never really know if it actually ends up where it's supposed to. And he won our first member-only giveaway. We got another one coming up. I think I put it out there already. I'm going to try to get them out there ahead of time so I don't forget any. It's like December 20th or something. Going to have another fun night. Yeah, all good here. Slow fishing to be expected this time of year here. But we did get one big sucker fish, which is what we wanted for bait for this weekend. So now we just got to keep them alive. Might have to put them in my bathtub. Might have to bring it down to your house, Jeff. Might have to put them in your tank. It's awesome, Bulk. Awesome. Yeah, Stuart got me your number. I think you gave Stuart the number. Stuart got it for me. And I saw you commented it, but that's cool. Paul, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. P&B Catfishing. For anyone in the previous Sunfish, for the summer one, it takes a while, buddy. It takes a while because he's getting it from some sponsors, and I'll tell you this: he knew exactly what we had won. He kept the list, and not gonna lie, some of them took a long time, but we won enough stuff that it was like it was actually cool because things just kept rolling in. Yeah, try to be patient with him. He did come through with everything. You're missing your guard dog. Just ask him, man. Just send him a message. See if he forgot it. Man, you know what? I've got a guard dog. I keep forgetting to set the thing up. But I kind of want to set it up where I know there's fish, you know? I'm going to be like, oh, I'm trying out the guard dog, and I'm obviously, you know, it's not a great night for fishing, and I don't catch nothing, and I'm sure everybody understands. Fishing in the winter. Good? All right. Oh, good.
Water's still running in there.
I don't know
Got a plastic bag, I put it over it and put a hole in the top.
Okay, I don't know what to do with them, where to keep them. You think you're all right in the creek if we put them in that big metal cage? Remember that metal cage thing?
Yeah. Snakes are not going to be out because
right, that's what I said. The snakes aren't going to be out. I told Chat that. That was my concern.
Because even though they can't pull it out, they can still bite it and kill it.
Yeah, they could go in there and mess with it. Yep. Yeah, if we have a big metal cage, I think we're going to put this sucker fish in and put it in the creek.
Would it be best there's a blue bucket, just fill water up with the blue bucket?
Nolan's in. He says hi, Kath.
Hello, Nolan.
I don't know. I think they need clean water, rotating water, though. I think it'd be better in the creek. I mean, tonight we could do that.
Just put them in the blue bucket.
We could put them in the blue bucket tonight. The problem is if that aerator stops because it's cold out.
Sure.
I need, you know, let's just say, put them in the bathtub. That's right.
Could? It won't be a bad idea.
I know. You convince Mom. If you convince Mom to put it in the bathtub.
I'm going to take a bath. You're going to sneak it in and dump it in. I'm going to say.
The cat's going to eat them, though.
Oh.
Yeah, all my stuff, Nolan came in at different times, too. Like, I guess he was getting it from different sources, maybe.
You put weight and worms on this?
I don't think I put weight on it, but I filled it with worms. You need weight? It's right in the middle. Okay.
the cats are definitely gonna eat him.
I don't know how much longer you want to stay. What time we got? Oh, it's 7:42, buddy.
You can still stay out longer.
All right, well, we can't stay past 8, okay?
Okay.
Because it's a 45-minute drive home.
Yeah.
And I've got a big sucker fish to figure out what we're doing with. Hey, Stacy, you still in chat? Anyone have experience with keeping sucker fish alive? You know, chubs are pretty sensitive, and we do all right. We have a pretty big cooler that we put them in with the aerator.
That cooler could work.
So I'm thinking of putting them in there overnight at least. And then tomorrow we'll put them in the creek in one of those cages.
But honestly, I don't really want to take a chance with the snake. With the snake actually going.
Yeah, I know you don't want to take a chance, but hey, here's the other thing: you're taking a chance by keeping it in its own filth, not aerating it out. It could die just as easy from that.
True.
We have to look at that cooler too, because I don't know if I feel like the stopper was lost.
Let's just plug it with paper towels.
My friend has a big bin with a bubbler that works. I had 4 separate shipments. We still have one thing. Okay. Yeah, just email Kieran. He's totally cool, man. I mean, a couple of things took a long time. You know, he's human. He's trying to make his channel go. He gets between jobs at times. He might overextend himself.
I had a wild idea.
What's your wild? Ooh. Face this way. You're blinding me. I couldn't see it. I think that middle rod's gone. I could have sworn that way.
I just thought I saw the background.
Yeah, blinding me. I can't see anything yet. You watch it if you can see. Put your headlamp on. Just don't look at me with it. Huh? We'll stay a few more minutes. Thanks, Nolan. I'll keep it in the cooler tonight.
My crazy idea was get the cooler, that hole in there, make it kind of like the thing Lyle got, the Orbeez. That carried the Orbeez up with water. Thinking do that, but extend it. So it's just like a waterfall repeating.
Yeah. I mean, that's how filters basically work. You pump it from the bottom, you run it through filtration, and you put it back in.
I don't think we have an extra filter.
No, that one I took out broke. I don't know how it's not working. But we can, if the little aquarium on wheels, the little cooler on wheels is leaking now because we don't have that stop, I'll just fill up the huge one.
I thought that you were talking about the huge one.
No, I don't think we need the huge one, do we?
The huge one would be better chance. They need constant water going through it. If they need that bigger body of water, is probably going to work.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, get the cooler and, like, somehow get a source, like, get the hose or something, make it go, like, slow, like, shooting in different directions, like, put something over it, like a cloth, so when it gets over the top, like, a hole in it, so when it gets over the top, the water would go out, but it won't overleak, and the fish can't jump out.
Stick to what works, bro. Don't get too creative because something's going to happen you're not even thinking about. Let's focus on getting a fish here.
We have to. Tomorrow we can go out and get like a bigger cage or something if we have to.
Yeah, I think we should get going because if you want to fish in the morning too, I got to get all this stuff broken down, organized in the car, sucker fish situated, still got to eat dinner. Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we should go.
All right, guys, we just made our decision. Hate to leave with 12 people watching, but we got to get rolling here. We haven't eaten dinner. We'll walk out because I promised Stuart. Stuart, are you still there? Stuart?
And he's gone.
We promised Stuart that we would show him our sucker fish. So let me bring these rods in.
Should I throw the rest of this stuff in? Because there's like...
Well, I think my bait needle's in there.
Yeah.
All right, don't throw my bait needle.
Throw the rest in?
No, you know what? Keep it in there. Is there enough to maybe do one more in the morning?
One like thing of it?
One scoop.
There's enough to do one scoop.
All right, leave it in there then. I'm going to use that tomorrow. Because at least it'll work like chum, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow, are we going to go for a carp or?
Up to you. I told him to try to go in that creek.
Yeah. Say, just have these rods just like they are. And then if we end up going to the creek, we just use these 2 ultralights. If we end up going to the lake, we'll just use 2 big rods all day, right?
I'm saying even if we go to the bridge,
That would be something.
we'll put one of these in there. I mean, I caught the big rainbow on one of these.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. If there's no one at the creek, I'm gonna go to the creek just because. I also want to fish caviar, and I want to do it with hot sauce.
Yeah. You might see us live in the morning. I don't know if we'll have a signal where we're going. If we have a signal, I might pop up. We'll see. We'll see. I like to do the sunrise lives. I hope you guys like them. I think they're cool. It's a nice way to start the day.
And then you have work and school, even better way. If I'm all ready, I'm gonna leave this one out.
I was hoping we were going to catch that crazy bass that we caught like 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
The big busted up face.
What is hammerhead still like?
Probably. He didn't die from that big. He didn't die from that big crankbait in his mouth. He ain't gonna
We
die.
took that out, didn't
I know. So he didn't die from that.
No.
It's hard to kill.
We almost tried to kill him. Well, we didn't try, but we accidentally like.
Can you throw my bait needle back in the bucket before we lose that? I think it's my last one. You are solely responsible for losing about 10 grand worth of fishing equipment in your 10-year life. You lose it? Uh-huh. In the bucket?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I lost it. And it's gone.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, the wild ones. And look at that. There's a whole lot of nothing right there. Thought I saw something, didn't you? Might be like the only rod we got to reread because this has a bass.
Ah, because you put the bass.
There's a bass. Should I put these worms in the container? There's a lot on here.
Yeah, if you want. Come back in here.
Put them in.
Little black. Just let me get my headlamp on so you guys can see while we walk. All right, Nolan. Yeah, we're not going to be much longer. We just wanted to show Stuart the sucker fish. Yep, Stuart's back. Taco. Not much biting. Kev did get one big sucker fish, which we're going to go show you guys before we pack up.
And then we're going to hopefully keep him alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Use him for bait or blind. Or fish. For fish.
Appreciate everyone coming in. That was a pretty big live for us. For us in the middle of winter. Appreciate everybody coming in.
We're going to have more views in winter because most people are at home.
Put the bait in there and then put that bucket in there.
Put a bucket inside a bucket
Put
inside
the
that
bucket inside that bucket. Give me your rod. I can carry all the rods.
You can? Oh, my ears.
And then you carry the net in that bucket.
This bucket? Oh, yeah, I can do.
And then we take one look around. One last look. Look around. Make sure you didn't lose nothing.
Oh,
Leave
there's a
any.
$100 bill on the...
It won't be the first time. All right. Move it out, boy.
Let's take a gander and we're out.
And we're out. Let me adjust my light. You can keep walking. I'll catch up.
Cool.
It really is foggy. My camera's not that dirty. It's just a little foggy.
I'm glad we came here. Now we got bait.
Yep, I told you. I told you that creek should have suckers in it. It's funny, we never even saw a sucker in there before either.
Yeah, we have.
We have?
We've seen tons.
We've seen tons?
Yes. I saw 5 tonight.
Well, I know. I said before that.
Yeah.
You
There
did?
was a whole bunch before that.
I don't
Remember
think
we
so.
came here and we're like, oh, there's a big sucker fish there. And
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
we saw so much sucker fish here.
I was thinking about the koi that we saw in there.
It's the first time you ever saw sucker fish in there.
All right.
I caught 2 in there before. Caught 3 including the one we caught tonight.
You did? Well, Kev beat me tonight. He caught more fish than I did.
By 1, and I'm leading by 1 point. Oh, and I did catch something you didn't, Dad, by the way.
What's that?
I caught a cold.
Caught a cold?
No, I mean, I caught hot.
Caught a...
I'm hot right now.
Good.
It's tempting.
That was the plan, keeping you hot. The only kid below freezing and he's complaining he's hot.
Can't wait to eat ice cream.
Not getting ice cream.
There you are, toy thingy-majig looking.
Rantlers! That's Rudolph. I hear Rudolph.
What?
I hear Rudolph. You hear him?
Jingle bells, jingle bells. I think I do.
Okay. Let's show this fish off. Yeah, let me put my rods down for a second. You pull that plastic off for a minute. Okay. There he is, Stuart. What do you think? You want to bring him out of there? Show him off? Ooh. Ooh. Goodness, that's cold. There he is, Stu. All right,
Don't
put
kill
his lid
him.
back on. He's got an important job to do. You see him, buddy? You get a good look at him? Next time you see that, it's going to be in a 55-inch muskie's mouth. Who are we fooling? He's going to probably escape and be free. But I appreciate everyone coming in. We're going to head out of here, get over there and hop in the car and get some dinner.
If you're ever putting a plastic bag on this, you put a hole in it. And
Taco, we're not going to eat that. That's going to be bait. We're going to use him we're chasing a huge muskie.
what I do is, usually if I put a bag on, cut a hole in it, and then if you have a bubbler, you're going to get this part, put it around the bubbler. It gives you space, and then put it all
Wait.
up
Kev's trying to educate y'all on this.
around.
Kev likes to educate people on things he knows nothing about. He's done it once. He's the pro now. That looks firm. That'll work. Good job.
Ta-da!
Okay.
To make plastic
Thanks,
bags.
Paul. Catch y'all later.
I should
Say
sell
goodbye. I'm
plastic
going to
bags.
close it out, buddy boy.
Peace,
You're
everyone.
blinding with your light.
Peace. You see me?